Hi there. I thought I'd try a live thing. I do the podcast every morning very early, and I know it's 12 minutes to 7 at the moment. If you're awake, I only got a toothpaste on my lips. If you're awake, welcome along. By all means, you can join the chat, and I'll type up something there. But I'm just going to get 3 stories every morning, I think. If it goes well, if you like this, if you do, then leave a comment. But I think the macro environment is so important today, and we've seen stock markets falling everywhere. And 3 stories. Story number 1: the US is going to impose more tariffs on the EU now. Okay, so they could put tariffs on French wine, Scotch and Irish whiskey, cheese. All that. This is not good. Tariffs are no good for anyone. All right, it's raised the cost of living, and I think it's going to play into this global downturn that we're seeing at the moment. So that's a bad thing. As you know, the markets awful yesterday. Everywhere around the world, the entire stock markets collapsed pretty much. The FTSE 100 was the worst out of all the major industries. It dropped by over 3%, which is the worst in over 3.5 years. And it comes, of the backdrop of a very important global news. ISM manufacturing in the US contracted for the second month. Now, the US the economy is doing quite well. And it's one of the sort of bright spots in the otherwise gloomy global economy. And of late, it's not. It's been on a downturn. Now, what we must look out for is the consumer economy is pretty much 70% consumer driven. It's completely internal. But if sentiment starts to hit that audience, that internal audience, and they stop spending, we're in big trouble. America is the biggest economy in the world. So if they start to feel the pinch, then everyone else will. Hence the saying, when America sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. And the final one today, big news. So the government, Boris yesterday did his big speech at the Conservative Party conference. And today, he's taken it to the House of Commons. And I think it could get through. I think it could do well because it's that now or a no-deal Brexit. Everyone realizes a no-deal Brexit is not good. It's not good for any economy. So I think the pressure's there up to the 30th of October. Listen, the EU don't want to be sitting there holding the can, saying it was their fault for a no-deal Brexit, because it's as bad for them as it is for us. So I think now they have to come together and get something done. So hopefully we'll see some kind of positive reaction in the House of Commons later on in Parliament. And hopefully, by the end of this month, hopefully we'll leave the EU with a deal. Trump and China will sort out the tariff issues, and we'll have a nice rally towards the end of the year. Because even though the stock market's tanking at the moment, I think this sets us up for a nice sort of end of Q4 rally. I do think we're going to recession next year, maybe the back end of next year. But for now, because we've had such an awful time of it of late, I do think towards the end of the year we could have a rally if Brexit and tariffs are sorted out. Those are the 2 big things. All right. That's the end of the stream. I thought I'd just give it a try, see if anyone's around. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I may do it tomorrow. Like I said, I've never done a live video like this on my own before. I don't think, have I? I think I have. That's an old age. But if you liked it, then by all means, let me know. And I'll do one tomorrow. Have a good day. RNS is coming up in 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Always quite exciting. I always look forward to RNS o'clock. It's one of the reasons why I love this job. I love it because you never know what's coming. Something could drop on one of your companies right now that would make you happy for the rest of the day. Good luck for RNS o'clock.